So welcome back everybody for the final race of the day. It is the nighttime race here at St Croix in France. It is a reverse grid as well, so anything can happen as we've seen in previous rounds. Let's go trackside to watch this one.
Okay, and welcome back for race 3. This is going to be the reverse grid, and as you can see the sun's gone in and night time has fallen, so this should be interesting. I'm sure the only thing we're really going to see is the lights, but we shall see what happens. As I say, reverse grid, so we'll have a rundown. As you can see, we've got Hoppers, or you can see Hoppers headlights on pole position, and then the Big Mac in second, Kebab Man's third, Angry Man is fourth, Mikey fifth, Hodgie sixth, Stealth in seventh, Aspect 8, Declan is ninth, Robbie is 10th, Niggle is 11th, and race 2 winner Wacky Racer is 12th on the grid. So back up to Hoppers, who is going to get us underway for race 3. We shall wait for the lights to go out, and we are away. Everybody seems to have got away. I'm not sure who that Mikey got a fantastic start and has gone up the inside there of the Big Mac. He's definitely going to take that, he is. So Mikey takes that second position away from the Big Mac. Hopper's still out in front. Has everybody got through? It looks like everybody's through. Oh, very tight in there. Now Mikey has got himself in front of his teammate. Maybe there was something over the radio there, or maybe even a bit of an agreement before the race started that Hoppers would make way for Mikey. I'm not sure. But Mikey leads us onto the bridge. Everybody across, yeah. So it looks like Robbie and the Kebab Man's and Aspect all having a bit of a fight there. Oh, a bit of a touch. That looked like the Big Mac and Hoppers. Both still facing the same way though, so we'll stick with it. Oh, another big kiss with barrier there from Hoppers, I think. He's managed to stay in second position though, being challenged by Hodgie and the Big Mac. Good racing from Hoppers though, he's managing to defend well. As long as we get around this right-hander okay. Yeah, the Big Mac trying to get in front. Hoppers on the inside, then it'll be the Big Mac on the inside. Oh, it looks like Hodgie's gone through as well. And he has, so Hodgie now moves up into third with the Big Mac second. Mikey trying to pull away from the rest of the pack. He is on softs and he's opening a bit of a gap, so Mikey really going for it. The Big Mac also on softs in second, Hodgie just behind in third. Then we've got Robbie as we start lap 2. Aspect just sitting behind in 5th. Then we've got Wacky Racers, made his way up into 6th already. So this is a great race from Wacky Racer. Trying to get on the inside of Angry Man's. As we enter this tricky downhill S section of the track before going across the bridge. Just make sure everybody gets across the bridge again. Declan sitting in 9th, just behind Niggle. Oh, we do have a casualty, so that's Kebab Man. So I'm going to just go back and see if I can find what happened to him. Oh, I've got to go back quite a long way. Oh, he's just hit that barrier and spun himself out. That's unlucky for Kebab, mate. He's not having a fantastic time of it here in France. So that was unlucky. So back up to our current leader, Mikey. He is starting to pull away now. We've got the Big Mac in second. He's picked up a penalty and he is on the grass and scraping along the barrier. Hodgie has just got to sit behind him. Oh, what a move from Robbie. He came from nowhere. Let's just have a look back at that from Robbie. He was currently in fourth and he just came up the inside there from nowhere. I think he caught Hodgie by surprise. And Robbie finds himself in third position, just behind the Big Mac, who will have to serve a 1 second penalty. So that is going to cost him quite a few places if they stay this close to each other, as Robbie just has a bit of a slam of his back door on that barrier. Hodgie in fourth though. We've got Aspect and Wacky Racer and Angry Man's all in there. Everybody's still quite bunched up, except for the Mikey in pole, and Kebab Man's way down in 12. So it's all still very tight, as Wacky Racer's still in 6. He can't get past Aspect. Aspect trying to make a move on Hodgie, but Hodgie having none of that. A fantastic battle they had in race 2, and it looks like they're going to continue in this race as well, although Wacky Racer is onto the back of them as well. So the Big Mac finds himself in third now after serving that penalty. So Robbie in second, Mikey way out in front at the minute. Aspect now in fourth. Although Hodgie takes that position back, Wacky Racer's now moved up into fifth and dropped to Aspect to 6. Niggle, he's also put in a challenge in on Aspect as well. Aspect on the inside though. He's going to stay. Oh, he's got himself back into fourth. Well, these positions are swapping so quickly. It is very difficult to keep up. And we're only on lap 3 and just 5.5 minutes into this race. So Aspect in fourth as we go across the bridge. Hodgie in fifth. Let's go on board with Hodgie. You can see we've got Niggle and Declan not that far behind. Now Hodgie will want to get a good exit here, get on the power early, get in the slipstream of Aspect so that he can try and make a move at the bottom of the hill. I don't think he's going to get close enough to do that this lap. And he's certainly not going to be able to do it on this right-hander. Although he has managed to close the gap. You can see how difficult the racing is in the dark. Trying to catch the apex of these turns, very difficult when you can't see them. And that's all you can see in your rear view mirror is just headlights. But things seem to be settling down now, so we'll have a run down of the order. Niggle in 6. He's got Declan and Wacky Racer just behind. So Declan been involved in quite a few battles over the last couple of races, and it looks like he's right in the thick of it in this one as well. We've got Wacky Racer in 8th, with Stealth in 9th, Angry Man 10th, Hopper's 11th, and Kebab Man down in 12th. But Mikey, under no pressure whatsoever in the Batmobile. He just has to keep it on track. Got the current fastest lap as well, a 2:09.3. And so if he can maintain that kind of pace for the next sort of 8 minutes, 7 minutes, this third race could be his. We've got Robbie in second. He has got a bit of breathing space, but not that much, because he's got the Big Mac in third, although if he keeps going on the grass, you're going to lose a bit of time, Big Mac. But so far having a decent race. Aspect has now settled into fourth, with Hodgie in fifth. There's 2 or 3 car lengths between them all now. The closest we've got is Nigel and Declan. And Declan trying to put the pressure on Nigel as we go across the start finish line to start lap 5 with 6 minutes of this race 3 left. Ooh, Declan got a much better exit on that turn, and that has got him almost up the gearbox of that Porsche in front of him. Just go down the order then. Stealth in 8th. He's not under much pressure at the minute. So let's just go back up again. It just seems to be Nigel and Declan having this little fight. Oh no, Hodgie trying to put Aspect under a bit of pressure as well. And it looks like these two are catching up to the back of the Big Mac. So I'm sure the Big Mac will be seeing those in his mirror, getting closer and closer. At the minute, Big Mac doing a good job. He's just sitting in third. He's keeping it nice and steady. Although I'm sure he has got one eye on the mirror, as Aspect and Hodgie seem to get closer and closer. Just have a quick rundown on the tyre situation. So Mikey out there on the softs, Robbie on softs, as is the Big Mac. Aspect on the mediums, so he's doing a good job on the mediums. We've got Hodgie on softs, Declan on softs, Nigel is on the mediums. Now then, is Nigel going to make a move on Declan? So the medium tyres should be warmed up now. We're on lap 6. Stealth is on softs, Wacky's on the mediums, currently sitting in 9th. Angry Man on the softs, Hopper's on softs, and Kebab Man's on softs as well. It's a shame we can't see how many seconds ahead Mikey is, but you can just about see Robbie in the distance from that last shot. There you go, you just see the headlights, so there is quite a gap. Same with Robbie, he's got quite a decent gap back to the Big Mac. The same can't be said for the Big Mac. He's got Aspect almost on top of him. As we take this right-hander and then start heading down the hill, and Aspect is right on top of the Big Mac now. I'm expecting Aspect to make a move on him. The Big Mac tries to defend and take that inside line. Aspect having to go the long way round if he wants that spot. Oh, it's the Big Mac. Now then, he did, I thought he did. We've come round, he's got himself on the gravel, then the grass, and the car has just gone all over the place. Kiss with barrier. Could this be the medics required as the Big Mac just sits there? I hope he's okay. So back up to our leader. Quick swig of juice there, sorry. So I thought it disappeared. So we have about a minute and a half of this race left. So Robbie's still sitting in second. Aspect is now third. So he's had a fantastic race to go almost from the back up into third. We've got Hodgie in fourth, Declan in fifth. So everybody's settled down. Niggle is in sixth, Angry Man seventh, Wacky Racer in eighth. Stealth in ninth, Big Mac now 10th. He was having a great race as well. Hopper's in 11th and carrying a penalty. And with the Kebab Man's down in 12th. So we are into the last minute. So this will probably... Oh, Mikey, you don't want to go getting it wrong now. You're on the last lap. Just keep it nice and steady. Let's just have a look to see if anybody is challenging. No. So we will go back up to our race leader, Mikey. He got himself in front very early on in the race. Managed to get away from the rest of the pack and has had a relative quiet, easy race all the way to the finish line. As long as he makes it to the finishing line, I don't want him to crash now. Ooh. You're getting me worried now, Mikey. Round the final turn, and he is going to take the win. So well done to Mikey, winner of race 3. Well deserved. Robbie is going to bring it home in second, with Aspect third. Another good race from Aspect. Hodgie in fourth. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. There's a good race from Hodgie. Declan fifth. Niggle sixth. Wacky Racer could only manage a 7th, but he was running on the medium tyres and started at the back, so 7th is not a bad result. Stealth is going to come home in 8th, with Angry Man in 9th. Hopper's 10th. And then we've got Kebab Man's in 11th, with another dramatic slide across the finish line. And the Big Mac, feel sorry for the Big Mac, he was having a great race up until that point when he got himself on the gravel and then up against the barrier, which ruined everything for him. He was very, very unlucky. And another little kiss of the barrier there as well. But the Big Mac comes home in 12th. So that was race 3. Hope to see you all again next week when we are at Dragon Trail Seaside.
So, Batman Mikey back with a bang. After missing last week, he's came into race 3 to take that win and take it quite easily as well. Aspect back on the podium again. He keeps doing it, doesn't he? Can't wait till next week. So join us again.